2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. And the Rams hit 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On 1st and 10, Kirkland. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a give right side. Bonner. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Kirkland. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
On 1st down, Kirkland. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere he looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Kirkland. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach,
and a loose football. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
On 2nd down now, it's King. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's King. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Second and 2. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Here we go now on 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
16 yards the pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. Kirkland. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And now it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 1st down, Bonner. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Kirkland. Slant pass complete to Olave. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bonner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Bonner. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Frank Reich here on fourth down is ready to try for 3. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Bonds. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Kirkland. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kirkland, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's King. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Kirkland throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Working with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Kirkland eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
On 1st and 10, Kirkland throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st down, Kirkland, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Kirkland. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on third down. Kirkland into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing after the interception. Kirkland, man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Kirkland. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Back to throw again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 7 into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And they've reached halftime with the score 17-10. Kyler Murray, a touchdown pass in that first half. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. DK Metcalf, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Seahawks trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out? Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the foot. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Set, ready. 60 reps. 60 reps. Cut, go. Cut, go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 32. Cut.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Kirkland. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 13. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Bonner. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run on 1st down. Bonner. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Bonner. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Kirkland. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kirkland. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to work this across mid. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. On 3rd down, Bonner. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Bonner. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Kirkland. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Another drive bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They go play action here on 1st down. This one finds Wilson downfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Here we go, set, black, 95.
On 3rd down, it's King. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Shoves him away. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Go. Go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Garrett Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Kirkland forced out to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a give right side. Bonner. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive. Kirkland. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bonner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Bonner. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. From the gun on 3rd down. Kirkland. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kirkland. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
To throw on 2nd down. Kirkland. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Bonner. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And it's caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Kirkland. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Colts have regained the lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Caught by Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, King. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
He finds his man, complete. That's King. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw, and a completion to Wilson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Bonner. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45 45-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they take a knee. On second down now, Bonner. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Indianapolis, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.